Hello guys, in my last video we created this to-do list and we are going to add something special to this to-do list today, and which is going to be pagination. We are going to add pagination to the to-do list so that you can display a long item and be able to navigate between those items so that your page won't just be a long page with a long list. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create the to-do list, and the video will be great. And if you haven't watched the last video, please watch the video because we are going to be building on what we created the last time. So let's dive in. As you can see, I added more tags so that the tags will be plenty before we add the pagination. So to start now, we are going to install the package, that's React. We are going to use a package called React Paginate. So to install it, you can go to npmjs.com. This is npmjs.com and search for React Paginate. Look at it here, React Paginate. You can use this, or you can also go to Google, then search for then search for React Paginate. React Paginate. You will click on the first link here, which will take you to npmjs.com, which is the same place. You can go to npmjs.com directly and copy the link instead. So we are going to copy the installation command from here, then paste it in our terminal. So look at the installation command. I'm going to copy it. Okay, I've selected it, then copy. So let's head back to our code editor, and in the terminal I'm going to paste the installation command. So I've pasted it, then click on enter. I'm going to pause the video, then resume later after the package has installed, then we'll continue from there. I don't want the video to be too long, so let's wait. I have completed the installation. As you can see, I've completed it. Let's head to package.json and confirm if it has installed. Let's confirm it there. It will be in our dependencies. You can see it here. Here is it, at line 17, React Paginate. So let's start working with it now. So let's import our React Paginate. So let's import it. We need to import it before we can use it. React Paginate from React page. So I've imported it. We're going to set a state. Just follow everything that I'm doing. You will have the same result if you follow everything I'm doing step by step. So we are going to set a state for page number, then set page number, use stats, then we'll set the default value to be 0. Then after that, let's go to the or let me set everything up here so that it won't become confusing. So here now, this is where things are going to get tricky a bit, but just follow everything. Let me comment pagination here. Then we're going to set a variable const items per page. We're going to set the number of items we want. Let's say 10 items per page. Then the next thing is going to be pages visited, which will be equal to page number, which we set earlier, multiplied by items per page. That is, page visited is equal to page number times items per page. Then the next thing now, we're going to const page count. I'm going to use math.ceiling. Math.ceiling. What it does is that it's maybe when you have, like, maybe when you divide something and you have a fraction, maybe 4.3, instead of leaving it at 4.3, because you can't have a fraction in your pagination, it will like round it up to a whole number for you. Maybe it will turn it to 5, which yeah, you see, you will understand it better later. Then we are going to say task dot length. The tax here is the tax for our array. Tax dot length divide by items. You can see now we are dividing items per page, which will give us the total page count. That's the total items in an array. Maybe we have 20 items in an array, then divide it by items per page, which we have 10 here. 20 divided by 10, it will give us 2. But in our case now, we have 22 objects in our array, so it will be 22 divided by 10, which will be 2.2. But in pagination, if we say 2, if we round it down to 2, we will have 2 items exempted, so we will round it up to 3. Like the third page now, we will just have 2 items there. So that's what this page count is all about. So let's move to change page, which will be, you can name the variables anything that you want. You don't have to use my name, but this one will be a function. Then we'll pass in an argument of selected. Then inside we'll set page number and selected. This will be changing the page number. That is all. You can go through this and check. You can search on like this, just check through and have everything like this. Let's move to where we are displaying our tags. So this code here, we are just going to make an addition. We use sort and map here. We are going to add slice. Then we are going to pass in two pages visited and pages visited plus items per page. That is all for this portion. If we save it now, let me save it and show you something. Let me save the code and show you what it will be displaying in our browser. Sorry, let me navigate to the project. I'm sorry for how slow my computer is. I'm managing a small computer, so bear it with me if I try to save and show you some things in the browser. It will be taking a lot of time. But okay, let's just no, I'll pause the video. When it has saved completely, I will show you what I'm talking about. So I'm sorry. Yeah, it has saved. If you check here now, we have only 10 items in this page. It's because of the slides that we if I remove the slides now, let me remove the slides and save it, show you. It's let's check now. You can see we have the whole items showing now as I remove the slides. Let me add it back and save. You can see it has reduced to the 10 items per page now. But the next thing we are going to do is to add the pagination buttons here. We don't have it. We are just seeing the last 10 items. So let's add that. To add that, I'm going to go to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to go outside the map here, outside the contents class that we created. Then maybe create a div. I will give it the class name of pagination for the styling later. Then inside let's get some work done inside. Let me tags.length greater than items per page 1. What this line of code is going to do is that if our items, our tags is less than the items per page, that's maybe we have 10 for the items per page. Maybe when we have 10 items now, 10 tags now, we don't need to show the pagination. But when we have more than 10, it will show. So that's what I implemented here. If length, that's maybe when we have 11 tags, that's item per page, which is 10 plus 1. If it's more than 10, the pagination, if our items is greater than page items, it will show the pagination button. But if it's less than that, it won't show. That's what here is all about. Okay, so if that, then let's run our sorry, I made a mistake. This pagination should be inside, because when it's not displaying anything, I don't want. What have I just done? Okay, let me take the closing tag inside. Yeah, the pagination div should be inside should only show when the pagination buttons are shown. So inside now, let's implement our React paginates that we imported earlier. Then inside we are going to pass in some properties just like our regular components. Let me spread this out so that it will be so we have imported the React paginate here. So inside now we're going to set a lot of things inside. So let's start by previous button, previous label. That is what we're going to show for the previous label. Maybe you can write previous, or for now I'm going to use the less than sign for that. Then the next label, you can use anything what you want to use for your label. I'm going to use greater than sign. Then after that we will set page counts. Page counts should be equal to the page count variable we have. Then from page count we are going to add on change on page on page change, which will be our our change page. We have declared all those things before. So now the next thing, the rest of these things now are for the styling. We will have container class name. That's the class name for the container. So it's pagination container. That's what you are going to use for the styling. So the next one is previous link class name, which will be let's say prev button. Then next link class name should be next button. Sorry, I forgot to. Yeah. Then after that, we have active class name, which will be for the active button, the page that you are currently in. Everything will be done, everything will be automatic, so you don't have to worry about if you set if we style everything will be done automatically. It will be active pagination. Yeah, that, and take note, these are the names that we are going to use for the styling, every name here. So try to have the same thing. If you want to copy everything I'm doing, you can do so, but you can make your own look unique and more beautiful. Because mine, I'm not going to show you the CSS part of this. I'm just going to do it, then paste it. You can go through the code anytime. I will leave the code in my GitHub repository. So let the stuff save. I will apologize again for my computer. It's very slow. So let's head to the browser and wait for the file to save. Okay, it has saved. Okay, it's now showing. You can see it here. See the buttons here. Look at the less than sign and the greater than sign. You can click it, but you can see the page has just changed. Let me click it again. We have 3 pages here. You can even click on the number. This is the first page, the second page, and the third page. We are going to style it later. You can see our button is working now. Let me add the CSS and show you the final results. You can see now how it's when you get to my GitHub, enter the app.css and scroll down, you see pagination. Look at it, the pagination container, the pagination that we have in this thing. The pagination is in another, it's a list. So you see li for styling the list. So this is the for the pagination. You will see it later. So let me show you the final results in my browser and see the magic. You can see it's changing. When I tap on one, it will bring me to the first page. 2, it will take me to the second page. That's how it will work. And let me reduce the items per page to be 5 and see. Let's change it from 10 to 5. Let's change it to 5. Then save. Okay, it has saved. Let's check the browser now. It has now updated here. Okay, it has now. You can see now we are seeing 5 items per page. Now you can navigate through them. It's just the same thing. You can use 2 items per page. You can write 20. You can use 20 per page. It depends on how you want your items to be showing and how long you want the items to be. So that is all for this video. If you like the video, please like the video and also share it with your friends so that they can benefit from the video as well. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you'll be having direct access to stuff like this, and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I drop a new video. And thank you for watching. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.